Episode 64. We're all going on everything.
Shit, I think there was big riots in 64. At least
Riot.
one or the two many of the riots is rioting your ass. And it's called diarrhea. Welcome. Stand tall, stand clear. Nigga, welcome to the Jump Off the Just Bake channel. Nigga, I am the nigga with the shades that have banks on the side. I don't know. Young
Kiki.
Pastry, the Kiki challenge is these glasses right here. You are now listening and watching Watermelon versus Pumpkin. Look at the goddamn banner.
You see it?
You see the banner.
Well, man, it might be off center, but you still see it.
Yeah, if y'all can't see the banner, envision one. You know what the logo looks like. Envision the banner behind that. Or go to YouTube and give us some more views and whatever. This is episode 64, y'all.
Rolling in my 6-4.
Shout out to the West Coast, nigga. Dickies, nigga. Got the motherfucking Chuck Taylors on. Yeah, slanging and banging. What up,
Bounce with it. What up?
What up, cuz? We out here.
Little Morecast Busters.
West Side. Sometimes I felt like I was West Side on inside. I felt like when that era was going on, like, man, I almost feel like I need to be out there, cuz.
I fully enjoyed when the West Side broke over into, because I remember I was in middle school, and you know, I went to I guess a predominantly white middle school, to where, you know, there were maybe but honestly,
Pepper too.
Pepper
too.
It was like America, like I could say, like, so there were probably like 12% black students, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like America. So, you know, I went to middle school that was a reflection of America. And I remember being fucking, what are you in middle school? Fucking 13, 14?
12, 13. Usually 7, 12, 13, 14. Usually.
And it's funny, man, because I remember screaming out West Side like so many goddamn times. And just like, because we had a spot where when you had to change your clothes before gym class, and like there was a probably like a 20-foot spot stairwell that you had to walk up to go to the gym, and here's the changing room down here, locker room, and just in between that spot, just fucking just so many goddamn times, to where I don't even know if there was a W or an S in it by the time I started screaming the shit. Like, it was more like the fucking moon and it was ebb tide out there. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, that was around the same time you say your dad, like, you say West Side one fucking time.
That was funny about that. That was actually like a year later, so you could tell I was saying it too much.
That West Side rolled out, nigga.
I'll never forget that when, my parents got
funny.
divorced and my dad hooked up with this new lady. And I remember walking to dinner, like just in my own, you know, when you're younger, you geek out. You're not aware of your surroundings. You're not paying attention to anything. I remember like halfway, one-legged, skipping around the corner, going to dinner, like throwing up the W, being like, and like straight up running into his chest, where he was just like, don't ever yell that in my house again.
My bad, Pop. What?
All right, fine.
West Side?
You ain't with the connection?
I can't throw it up one more time. Give it that double cut.
So I'm there under the fucking dinner table, just throwing a dub to myself and shit. Just hang
upstairs screaming in the pillow.
Just muffled on.
You gotta get it out sometimes, so you can't contain the beast, nigga. Oh, excuse me.
Who's that? Is that Ice Cube calling?
No, that's a telemarketer. See that?
Hello.
My phone lets me know when telemarketers are calling live on the show. You niggas know telemarketers be calling with the bullshit.
But yeah, man, let's get into this intro.
Sorry.
And I am Lil Mattress, man. I am the co-host of the show. You know what it is, LILMATTRESS. Follow it on everything, man. It's spelled correctly. LILMATTRESS. Once again, this is Watermelon versus Pumpkin Podcast, episode 64.
64. Go back.
Episode 64, the Gourd Wars. And yeah, man, we out here. Watermelon versus Pumpkin.com. That's watermelon vspumpkin.com. Please hit up, buy some merch, man. gbiclothing.com.
Merchandise.
gbiclothing.com. We got hats up there. We got hoodies. We got shirts. We got all that stuff.
Get that
you
coffee
need,
mug right.
man.
Get the mug right, cuz. That mug.
Mug it up.
Who want a mug with me?
And yeah, man, that supports the show. You know, the funds go directly into the hosting prices and things like that, man, just to cover that stuff up. So, yeah, man, please buy some merch,
Penis
show
enlargement.
some support.
Yep.
And what was that? I didn't hear.
Penis enlargement.
Oh, the penis
Yeah, that's what
enlargement
that pays
surgery.
for,
You know what I'm
too.
saying?
Yeah,
It-
whatever.
someone actually just died of that. I saw that on the news, man. It was
Yeah,
like,
woof.
yo, and he was like a billionaire.
Yeah, the best
He must have been
part is,
hurting.
Like
If you're a billionaire and you're like, man, I just,
you don't need that big dick. You're a billionaire.
you could be a billionaire. You could be a billionaire with a 4-piece and probably be okay.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
they don't care, brother. You
No.
gonna get your shit off
Exactly. Regardless.
They gonna tell you super big, brother. Your ego's
And
gonna be
they're not going to love you anywhere. They're going to love your money. So just
right.
stick it in as far as you can and deal with it. But yeah,
Right.
and man, someone out there is going to do it one day. Hit this hotline, 203-594-6977. Whether you're from Oregon, whether you're from Japan, konnichiwa, what's up, man? Let us know.
Yeah.
Perhaps, too, if you want, let us know just where you're from.
Right,
203-594-6977. Let us know where you're listening from out there.
That's it.
If by chance you are. Like I said, you don't have to call it. You could text it,
Text.
203-594-6977.
We will not
Say
reveal your
what's
name.
up.
We won't reveal your
Let us
name.
know what's up, unless you want us to.
Unless you want us to, or your number, or you want us to give your phone number out. I don't know what it is. Maybe we gotta throw an incentive out these niggas. You niggas want a free T-shirt? You want a bag of weed sent to you?
Hello. You want some illegal shit sent through the mail?
You know what I'm saying?
We can do it.
What is that shit, by the way, too? There's the dark web. You know about that? The dark web unboxing. I've seen this.
I've heard about it, but I don't know about it.
I've never seen what they really get. People get shit off the dark web, which are these websites that people can get all kinds of crazy shit from. You got to know how to get to these. They're not .coms. They're like weird shit.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. Dark web is almost like the black market type
Right.
shit where I've heard stories about people buying everything online from a human skeleton to a bag of weed. Like just
Yeah,
fucking.
listen, and people
it's
will
out
send
there.
this shit to you, and people get the mystery box, and they'll get this shit with like weird shit and the pickles and with amphibian heads and pickle jars. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I don't know.
But
Yeah, there's some underground stuff to the internet that we don't even know.
yeah, maybe we'll send you some dark web shit, nigga. 6'4".
Well, and my 6'4".
Shout out to my mother's age. I'm just kidding, ma. I don't know if it's 64 or not. She gonna
6'5".
kill it.
I think at 63 you can start getting Social Security.
Is it? Nah,
think so.
I think they're still at 65. I thought
Are they 6'5"?
They still 65 on them niggas. 65 and alive, cuz.
That's crazy, man. It's too much.
Say we gonna be hit. That's what they say. We gonna be hit. That's what they say.
Yeah.
So
But hey, man, you got to prepare for it.
invest
you know
your
what I mean?
money. Invest
Do
your
that
money.
401k, invest your money. And speaking of investing your money,
Talk to him. That's it. Plug.
yeah, man. Speaking of investing your money on the YouTube, man, click on the the down part and look at some of the offers that we got up there. And this is the thing about the offers that we have up there is you don't need to spend any money. And literally, it's free things that you get something for free, we get something for free. Like. We put the link for the Cash App up there. My buddy just owed me money for some WrestleMania tickets. So what happened? He's like, yo, man, how can I get this money to you? This is a real story. My boy Cheddar. How can I get this money to you? Boom, I shoot him off the link for the Cash App. He downloads the Cash App. He gets $5. I get $5. And there's literally no money has changed hands yet. It's
for
just
referral.
just for signing up through my link. And signing up is just downloading the app through my link. Boom, you get $5. We get $5. It's just free money. Then you send me the money for the ticket, But
Right.
it's
It's a way of zipping it through. And then if you want to invest in a stock of Cash App or that whole cryptocurrency.
yeah, you could buy Bitcoin through that as well.
Then you can right on Robinhood. You go on Robinhood, that's down there. That should be on a drop down too. Go get you something. You get a share, we get a share, they get a share, whatever.
Yeah,
Get your
Robinhood's another one of them where
Yeah.
it's literally you do not have to put any money in. All you have to do is sign up through the app. If you're interested in stocks, things of that nature, it's something nice to get into, especially for, like you said, hey, man, that government money might not be around when we're around. Listen, food stamps are forever, apparently. but
as long as you
somehow-
don't want to grow,
Yeah.
it'll be forever.
Food stamps are forever, but that Social Security might run out. So I got my 401k account. I got some stock options. I'm doing everything that I can to, try to prepare yourself for later instead of later when it happens, you just complain. But yeah, the Robinhood app, the link is down there below as well. Man, you go through our link. You don't have to buy anything. All you do is sign up and you get a free stock and we get a free stock.
Right.
It's just one hand washes the other.
And you
know?
can find stocks for as cheap as a couple of dollars, and that might be a company that might just blow the hell up. I mean, Amazon right now is like a couple grand a stock,
Yeah. Apple is up there. Facebook is up there. But
You imagine when they first came out, though, for a couple of hours.
Then there's other, like I said, I'm into the marijuana stocks. There's marijuana stocks right now for like $4. There's a couple. And then you also you get into the stuff where it's the things that marijuana needs to grow is also going to boost up because it's going to be such a big business. So like right now, like fucking Miracle Grow, the stock for Miracle Grow is booming because they use that a lot. So it's a cool thing to research, and not just marijuana stocks. Plenty of other stocks are out there too. Right. Energy stocks, food, all that other stuff. It's something cool to get into. So if by chance you're looking to get into it, like I said, man, we got the link right there. Yep. It costs you no money to sign up. It replaces
all the newspaper folding. The old school. When you remember the old school guy who was looking in that section, he had the NASDAQ. He was going and, hey, man, it's right on your phone, man. Yeah. Watch your numbers.
And it's another thing, if you remember the whole, I used to see commercials for where there's like, oh, just $5. Listen, this is $5 a trade, shit like that. No. Right. When you buy stock on Robinhood, they don't take any money. Like if I buy a $10 stock, I just bought a $10 stock and it cost me $10 and that's it. There's no extracurricular cost to anything. So if it's something you're looking to get into, do a little bit of research. You know what I mean? Don't spend more than you got to spend. Don't go over your budget, shit like that. But it's something cool to get into, especially for for the future.
Think of now for then for now. If that makes Confucius say. Oof, who's not thinking about now, but then from now? Who was thinking about bailing niggas out? I don't know. I don't know. We want to dive into the soup? You want a little Oreo soup?
Listen, I just missed my mouth, so we can dive into it because I'm sprayed up right now.
Oh, was it golden yellow? There's a new tape. So the man, the myth, the legend, who they're trying to kill and destroy his 30-year career, he states, Mr. Robert Kelly, R. Kelly, folks. Who was, as
we might find the answer to the question, what would R&B be without the R? Because he had posed that poignant question in a song before, what would R&B without the R? And we might find out.
We're gonna find out. But people still love him. I've heard many people that I've talked to some people, and it's just like, they get into the whole, the righteous movement of it, and I get it. Listen, we got an underground railroad as black folk. We talk a certain way. Yo, come over here, man. Listen, man. And it's like, I get it. But somebody you got to talk to each other like, yeah, but something can't always be that, though. I get it. But, there is those things. But sometimes it's like, listen, I get it, black, white, whatever, bro. I know we're on the same page. But I don't know that fucking man. Why the hell is he not? How is he outside of doing some shit like that?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I mean?
Well, T.I. has somehow turned into, I guess rapping is just not his thing anymore. He's turned into a political activist, not even political activist, an activist for just whatever's in the news.
Right.
T.I. should have a podcast because all he talks about is just every new thing that's in the news. And T.I.'s new thing now is, okay, you took down Michael Jackson, but what about Elvis? We have to look into Elvis and see what's wrong with Elvis. And then, what about R. Kelly? But then what about Woody Allen? And we have to look into Woody Allen and see what was Walt Disney doing. And it's I get it, but here's a moment. More than one thing can be wrong at once. Hello. Like R. Kelly could have done something wrong, and Elvis could have done something wrong. Now R. Kelly is here right now, living, and we're concentrating on him right now. If T.I. wants to go and make a documentary about Elvis, go for it, bro. Right. As far as I know, you got some damn money.
Right. Find another artist that's current and is being accused of sleeping with underage girls, and whether they're black or white, they're in entertainment. I'm pretty sure they're gonna get put out there on Front Street.
Go for it.
You know what I mean? It just so happens that it's seen that, so then it gets turned into that. And it's like, you can't say we all out here shooting and killing each other. No, it's just that in a lot of areas that we live out here and the violence is going on, it's happening. Yeah. You know what I mean? So people assume things, but you can't assume everybody's out here killing each other. And you can't assume every fucking artist is doing this shit. But this is what happens. This motherfucker's beans spilled out on a plate. And it's fucking entertainment. Anybody that's famous is going to get aired out. That's the biggest dirt you can get, And maybe somewhere protected. And you're talking about the era of what it was. There was some women that probably were fondled and fucked up by Elvis,
Yeah.
The Me Too that just never came out in the 50s. He could have been. Shit, he's not free from it. But yeah.
But like I said, man, more than one thing could be wrong at once. And it's T.I. and a couple other celebrities have come out and they try to do the misdirection thing where like I said, they're like, all right, R. Kelly, but yeah, what about boom? And it's like, yeah, that's fine. That's probably a problem too. But right now, this is what we're like. I don't think it's a big fucking conspiracy for.
And there was something else that happened, man, and because Jay-Z's pretty deep involved with a lot of things, of course.
See, now Jay-Z seems to actually be getting things done. He's
right.
You know what?
You see the one with the kid?
Yeah. You know what Jay-Z doesn't do? He doesn't get on the internet and fucking talk about it. What he does is he gets out there and does something. Now
That's
listen,
so true, man.
Now listen,
don't talk about this shit.
The way he's dressing and the way that he looks right now, is he in the sunken place? I say yes. Is he? But that's a white man's opinion, so of course it's wrong. And on top of that, that's a straight white man's opinion, so it's doubly wrong. Come on.
You can't talk about the other culture struggle.
No. Now listen, to me, he looks like he's in a sunken place, but apparently he's doing the right thing. So,
shit. Yeah.
Now let's never forget the classic line when they came to Jay-Z when who was it? Was it Kanye West's song when he was just like, yeah, man, I'm gonna make a song called Monster and I'm gonna get all the monsters in the game to just do this shit right, man. He's like, yo, I got fucking Rick Ross to start it off, man. Kanye's on it. Nicki Minaj is on it. Who else is on that song? Is anyone else on that song?
Kanye, Nicki Minaj, Rick Ross. I think it's just them.
Yeah, and then Jay comes out and just mentions a bunch of monsters. It's the worst shit I've ever heard in my life. Godzilla, King Kong, Goon, Goblin. And you're like, oh my God. What just happened?
Yeah, a list of monsters, man. Freddy, Jason, I don't know if they were in there, but I do remember King Kong, Godzilla.
That is the worst start.
And that was
to any
such a heavy
verse
song
ever.
too. I actually really like that song.
That song, that was the first verse I ever heard where I was like, wow, Nicki Minaj did her thing on that song. That was the first time I've ever, but oh my God. Jay-Z's verse on that shit was the worst of all time. It's one of those things, like I said, to where a lot of people on the internet, how I try to look at my accounts on the internet, where I go, if I wasn't me and I came across this account, would I like this account? And I know nobody does that shit because, case in point, if somebody came up with Jay-Z's Monster verse and rapped it to Jay-Z, he'd be like, leave me alone. Like, he would not be happy with that shit.
Song about monsters, Godzilla, King Kong. He's like, right.
Goblin, Goon, Vampire. It was like, oh, stop.
Yeah,
Come on, Hov.
Jay.
But yeah.
I guess when you're that long in the game, I'm just laying down.
He's like, listen, you want a verse? Whatever. like I remember when when his daughter was born, there was no verse that did not include.
Shout out to Blue.
Y'all couldn't walk in my daughter's socks. What?
Blue.
Yo, Blue.
Blue Ivy.
But yeah. So like we were saying, R. Kelly. And
back to the man of mystery, though.
Sometimes we get off on tangents and rants.
We do. Side notes. We put a pin in it. See that pin? He came back to that pin. You didn't know.
Came back with that. That's why we write it down. That's why we write it down.
R. Kelly. Who, after he went through his whole big, I don't even know if we talked about that big interview he had. He had the big interview with Gail.
Which, first off, you have the wrong legal representative. Get the fuck rid of them.
I know. Supposedly, but what I heard, though, his lawyer was against it, and R said, fuck that, I'm going to do it. At that point, the lawyer said, well, I'm out the game.
Exactly. At that point, the lawyer just needs to go, oh, hey, man, good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
You might need somebody else. I'm not the man for you. I'm telling you this is not a good idea. Anything you say can and will be. You don't know what that means? Okay.
I remember when Max B was going through all his legal troubles, and his fucking lawyer got on and did like 3 different YouTube videos, and you're just like, what are you doing?
What's to what Mr. B would like me to say, Max?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Like, don't go on and explain your whole case. Like, R. Kelly, oh my God, dude, if you cheated on your girl and you acted like that when she was asking you questions about it, what would she think? Yeah.
Talk about this. It's in my life. If y'all seen that interview when he lost his mind and decided... Yeah, I saw.
When you punch your own hand. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, when he popped up and jumped around and, in the pitch in his voice, all I say, this nigga about to start singing. I swear that's all the fuck I thought.
He was about to do chapter 8 to Trapped in the Closet.
Listen, well, I swear it sounded like it. What do you want from me? You know, it's like I was like, oh my God, what the hell is going on? That's all the fuck I felt he was about to say. Like, oh, Mr. Biggs need to come on and save this nigga.
I'm fighting for my motherfucking life. Ah!
It felt like it was about to go. I was like, oh, this nigga about to break out with Psalms, nigga. Oh, so R. Kelly lost his shit. And I read it to people that was like, I feel bad for him. No, I don't. Dumbass should have went on TV and exposed himself like that. What are you putting yourself out there for?
And that stupid ass shouldn't have done the. Remember the video a month ago where he's in the fucking club? It's his birthday.
Yeah.
He's feeling good, and he does the whole fucking speech where he's just like, "I put 30 years of my motherfucking life in his music.
Right.
They wanted to do all this shit. They should have done this 20 years ago. It's too late now." Like,
right.
What are you doing?
You're not showing any. You got to know when the courts come to get their hands on you. These lawyers they're gonna be like, this man doesn't show any kind of
remorse,
empathy, or anything towards any of these people, and da da da.
Yep.
Because he's trying to feel like he's innocent. He's trying to. That's his. It's like his angle. I think to me, it's like I gotta go out here and pretend there's nothing wrong. I'm innocent. I'm innocent. Mm-hmm. You know, it's part of the pitch, man. If he's guilty, that's what he got to do. I got to make myself look good.
Yo, you know how you know somebody's lying? When they give you the reasons. That's how you know that someone's lying, when they go, yo, why would I fill in the blank?
Right.
Yeah, you did it.
You mean me, R. Kelly, think about it.
Yep.
Wait, remember he did this?
Mm-hmm. He did that shit out. Yo, think about it. It makes no sense. It's like, no, it makes perfect sense because that's your kink. That's what you're into.
Right, come
and
on.
it's fine if that's the shit that you're into with legal women.
Right.
That's fine. Yo, if you want to piss on girls, if you want to listen, I've had some shower sessions in the shower where it's like, hey, let's try some stuff.
Right. And you can get your fix in, honestly, at 18. It's legal. And it's kind of like you still will get that X mark on you because it's not a good look to be a 50-year-old man with an 18-year-old. To me, that shit don't make no sense. With him, what he does, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like I'm not giving you a fucking outlet. You should be fucking with women your own age.
Yeah.
But you're, like you said, that's your kink. You like younger girls and, it's almost, I don't know, but he likes them real young, though. That's what it seemed like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's just like that.
Because even when they asked him the question this time, because last time they asked him the fucking question when, who was it, Torre interviewed him years and years and years ago, when he was giving him the softball questions of like, now, like, do you have sex with underage girls? And he's like, what age? And you're like... And even this time, like Gail, was it Gail King? She asked him like, "How old do you like women?" Like I'm paraphrasing, but it was like, "What age women do you like?" And he's like, "Legal." It's like, oh my God, dude,
legal.
So I don't know if this is true, but what I'm doing is paraphrasing. Let's say so in Georgia, if the legal age is 16. You like 16-year-old girls in Georgia. Right. If in Connecticut the age is 18,
whatever's
you
legal.
like it. Yeah,
right.
so
it's whatever's legal. So let me go over to Africa where it's whatever the ages are.
Go to Thailand and fuck a 12-year-old. Like
it's legal. Yeah, they get the sex trafficking. You know what I mean? It's like, that whole excuses and I saw a Saturday Night Live skit. Their opening was pretty funny where they did an R. Kelly thing and
I saw, but I didn't watch it. Like I saw there was there, but I didn't watch it.
The thumbnail, fucking. He was doing the whole thing where he's like. Where's the camera at? Is the camera on? He's pointing at plants and shit. Because at the moment, R. Kelly
was doing that. He's like, which one do I sing into?
Which one is the camera? Is the camera on? Like, you know damn well all the fucking cameras are on. Every camera that's facing you is on, man. Yep. You know they pan this shit for different angles. Come on, man. You know how this game works. But the whole, that pretending not to know, naive kind of like, she's like, are you saying you're a victim? I'm fighting for my fucking life. It's like, come on, man. It sounds like you're saying you're the victim, Mr. Kelly. Why are all these people lying?
Now, listen, I'm not saying every single woman is telling the truth. And even like I said, man, with that, his ex-wife that he owed the child support to, fuck her, dude. Because I watched her in that fucking, Surviving R. Kelly shit. She was of age the entire time. And she got into a relationship where, there's plenty of people that we know like this. No, man, I can't go out my man's way. But she took it to the levels and levels above where she let R. Kelly be like, yo, don't come out of the room. Now, as an adult...
you can't see people. It's not like don't go hang out with your people. No, you can't even get out the room.
Don't talk to nobody. And as an adult, you just go, no. But you were with a millionaire and you wanted that lifestyle, so you made those sacrifices and you did what you fucking did to live that life.
Right. And I'm sometimes you got to chalk these things up to, man, these are mental health issues, man, at some point. You know what I mean? It's like there's something, if you can't capture that and know that, then there's something not clicking in your brain to me. So it almost like throws away your whole statement almost. You know what I mean? Like if there's some problems with you, then you have mental health issues. If you had shit that you were traumatized from at a young age and put you through something, that diagnoses you with a mental health issue that, you know, the way you go through it and you can't
work that out.
Right. You know what I mean? There's a way and you probably ran into a monster, you know, Godzilla, King Kong.
Goblin.
Because they're calling Mr. Kelly a monster, you know what I'm saying? So,
but for me, one of the things that I think is really important that people don't understand is regret does not make something illegal. Like, if you regret the time that you spent with R. Kelly and you were above age, you did whatever. Now, there's a big difference between if he was locking you in a room and you couldn't get out, then you get into kidnapping and shit like that. But if you're a grown adult, all the doors are open.
To be a sex slave, right?
All the doors are open, and you have to knock on the door to get out, and not because it's locked, because that's what Daddy wants me to do.
Right.
That's your own fucking fault. And that's all on you. Right. Every single part of that is on you. Like, listen, you might regret it. That doesn't make the shit illegal. And it also doesn't make the shit wrong because that's what you agreed to while you were in there. And like you said, too, that could be a mental health issue. That could be daddy issues. That could be everything. But that girl gets no fucking support from me. Like, I can't deal with that shit.
So I guess we're going to chalk that up to the LARPers. I'm going back to my LARPs. Live action role players. They live in this shit.
Yeah.
She is living this live action role play that people get in those fucking crazy fantasies. They start watching 50 Shades of Grey and think it's like he's probably got the room, you know, the red room and shit like that, you know.
Meanwhile, you can't take a pinky in the ass, but you want all that other shit. Come on.
Some people are into this shit, man. Like I was telling somebody when they're like, oh, what? These women, what's wrong with them? Some of them are into this shit. It's a thing. And it was funny though when he did the whole, and, you know, and people are telling it this a cult. I don't even know how to say it. I don't even know what that means. Come on,
that's
nigga.
Exactly. And that's the
fucking
thing when
50 years old, you never heard the word cult. Come on, man.
Like doing a thing where like he tries to pronounce it wrong on purpose. And you're like, no. Is that a cult?
How do you spell it?
A cult. Last thing I knew, a Colt 45, maybe a horse or something, but I don't know about no Colt. I don't got no horses.
He's like, he's trying to laugh. It's like, yo, it's like, you could just read. It's like you could just read it on him. Like, yo, you are really looking bad right now, bro.
And it's because he's so entrenched in it, and because, like I said before, man, on another podcast, he got away with it. So you start to shine a little bit after that. You know what I'm saying? You start to feel yourself a little bit after that. Like, man, I've been getting away with this shit. They're not about to get me now. So it is what it is.
Remember what happened last time you got away with it? You didn't go in front of the fucking interview before the court case. I don't remember that. Please help me, but I don't remember him fucking blurting out a bunch of shit and going and having all these things before that court case. What changed?
Yeah.
Now he's like, oh, in a double attack now. They gotta get me again.
Because now you didn't need Gayle King to do any of that. What you could have done is sat down and had somebody videotape you speak. And so so you can control every single part of that. You can, oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. Hey man, let's cut that out. Like you don't have to do no fucking live view. Yo, this is my
rolling. Is this camera on?
Yeah.
Where's the camera?
Sit there, say what you want to say, edit it up. This is my prepared statement. Boom, give that to the world. Because that was his whole thing. He's like, because even Gayle was mentioning that she was surprised that he was sitting down. So he had said, he's just like, yeah, no, I just felt like I had to get my side out. Bro, you don't need Gayle to do that.
Right.
Because
she was asking, because that's how you know it was his call. She's like, well, why are you doing this?
Yeah. She was even like, I'm about to light you up. Why are you doing this?
Yo, you are in the firing range right now. Do you understand? Why are you wearing the fucking bullseye?
Yeah.
I have to buy my job. There are people that wrote fucking questions to make sure I ask you. I didn't even come up with this shit.
I'm going to trap you with.
You know what I'm
these are
saying?
going to be tough questions.
Is it? But have you ever? And then he just no. Before she even got the question out, another like kind of almost liar move. No. I ain't did. I know what you're about to ask. If I slept with anybody underage, right? I know. No.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
it was the loud talk. It was the talking over. It was Tekashi 6ix9ine when he gets interviewed. He makes sure that he speaks 99% of the time, so no questions even get asked.
Right.
It's the political response of like, I understand that you just asked a question, but I'm gonna say my prepared statement.
I'm a roll. Let's say every year, and then he'll keep going and going, and then they'll even chime into what he's saying and forget.
Yep.
You know, like somebody like Charlamagne's good because they'll remember what the question was. You know.
Yeah.
He'll come back and pin it. You know what I mean? But that's the thing though. Keep going. Keep going.
But R. Kelly, and he also went to the thing where, like you were saying, people do believe him. A lot of women are going to believe him. But what he doesn't understand is like a normal human being watching that shit, just because you're crying, that doesn't mean anything to me. Like,
Right.
That means absolutely nothing to me.
Right.
That doesn't mean that you're fucking innocent because you start bawling and you start screaming. To me, that speaks in the other direction. Like, if you are innocent, you should be sitting there going, first of all, you shouldn't be sitting there in the fucking first place.
Right.
But second of all, you should just be saying, like, I'm innocent of all charges. You're going to see what happens in court because I'm innocent of all charges.
And it'll be proven. Right.
Yeah. But now let's move into, how the fuck does this man have no money?
Yeah. So the brother's broke, I guess. He got locked up. So they, after all that interview shit, they went ahead and said, okay, now we want to really fuck with him almost. And it almost seems fucked up. I don't know. I think it was more that ex-wife that's like, I'm going to really give it to him now and push this issue with him owing child support.
$161,000.
Why is that just now coming out? I don't know. That seems like a long kind of, I don't know how many, you know, the celebrities got money. I don't know how long that is or how many payments would he pays a month. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, $161,000, some guys have one fucking month payment.
'Cause that's what I was going to say too, is like, how much does it have to get before you do some sort of action in the courts? You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I know, and it always, and that's the thing too.
Because I feel like if it got to 10,000, that seems like a lot. If it got to 20,000,
shit, $5,000 it might slam the door.
Yeah.
You know, But I know fucking. What I don't like is the fact of when certain people try to put this and listen. Aside from the race thing, there's problems out there with race and shit and people being targeted. But no, this shit is bigger than that, man. This is a fucking celebrity because if this was the guy that lived on your block up the street, you wouldn't be hearing about this shit.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. You know what I mean? It's like he's got money, he's a celebrity. Let's go by status, man. It's not by, race, it's status. This motherfucker's got money. He's up there, he's famous, You can't just say it's because he's black. You know what I mean? It's like, he just so happens a fucked up person that's in the limelight because if these things came out about other people that were now, they get aired out, man. White fucking celebrities get aired out too, man. Like, come on. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt got a microscope up their fucking ass.
Right.
You know what I mean? Every time they fucking fart, who's going to get the baby? He farted? Who's keeping the baby now? Who's gonna, like, you know what I mean? Like,
they're really on Brad Pitt. Like,
shit,
he smokes cigarettes? No. Are you can you raise a child?
But see, what's fucked up, and now if you take that and you make that somebody else, like if that Brad Pitt and it became Jamie Foxx and his wife, then some people would take it as, they attacking the black man in his household. It's like, you can't always do that, man. You know what I mean? It's like, there's times for that shit, and then there's times to be like, no, stop reaching. You know what I mean? There's a reach, and then there's justice. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
Sorry.
Let him know. Now, here's one of the wild things, too, where you can tell that R. Kelly has the wrong people around him. Because when he went to court for the child support case. Well, first off, let me knock this out real quick. Yep. The first time he got arrested on the charges of, I think he got hit with 10 or 12 charges
10
of
counts. Yep.
Child endangerment, child porn,
right.
child.
I forgot what it was.
Whole bunch of stuff.
Four assailants.
He didn't have the bail money, which is insane to me because the bail money was $100 and something thousand. Now, to me, of course, I don't have that. But this is R. Kelly. Been making hits since.
Right.
You should have some fucking money in the bank. You should definitely have that amount of money to be able to pay that. Now, of course, apparently he didn't. A fan paid it for him.
It was like a daycare connection or something, right?
No. She owned a restaurant.
Okay.
And first off, you stupid, listen, I've bailed friends out of jail before. You know what you don't have to do? You don't have to fucking release your name. You don't have to do anything like that. Yo, I'm here to bail out Bruce. Here's $600. Now he's bailed out. You don't need your fucking name. You don't need anything on there. This stupid fuck bailed him out and was like, yep, and I'm Cindy Williams, and I own Dunkin' Donuts Restaurant 282 over on... And it was like... So she got, obviously, aired out.
Now it's like, who are you? What's your relation to him? Why are you doing this? I mean, what fan... Did she give a statement? See, I didn't even know a fan did that. What was her statement? You know,
I don't know if she gave a statement, but like she gave all her information. Then that shit got released, and then obviously her restaurant isn't doing too well right now.
Right.
So that was the first one. Then the second time he comes in for the child support payment. Child support payment is $161,000 and something. Like I said, this is when I found out that R. Kelly has the wrong people around him because his the guy that comes out and listen, I know that everybody speaks in different inflections, everybody talks different ways, but your publicist can't come out there and say, yeah, we came to court today hoping to resolve this issue, hoping that we can get payments because, you know, R. Kelly does owe $161,342.62. Don't fucking say 62 cents.
oh,
Be a fucking adult and say 62 cents.
right.
Listen, I don't give a fuck if anybody else says it around the world. I'm not saying, man, if you're a black guy, you should speak right. No. I'm saying if you are the representative in a legal case of R. Kelly, you should know to be able to say 62 cents. You should not be able to. You should not be up there saying, yeah, man, he owes $45.62. Don't do that, man. Like you gotta know what that looks like. You've got to know what that looks like. So beyond that, like that shit right away, it was like when sidebar real quick, it was like when my house got robbed and the cop that showed up was wearing braces. I was like, oh cool, I'm fucked. You know what I'm saying? Just like great.
He just started. Yeah. You don't give a shit.
Yeah. I was like, cool, I'm fucked. So
he's got braces. I've never seen a cop with braces. He must have just got on the force.
it was like
a grown ass 40-year-old man.
He was a grown ass man with braces, and that shit was
time
like
to change.
oh, cool. Well, like you don't take care of things on time, so I'm fucked.
I didn't even put that connection together. You don't take care of shit on time. You should have got that when you were 18, nigga.
You are a procrastinator. That's all I know.
You're the lead detective in this one? Fuck.
So then it came out the blue that just a fan paid it for him.
That's
a fan
crazy.
paid the $161,000 whatever and 42
Tank your
cents.
fucking restaurant.
Yeah, man.
To fucking
And,
bail out his guys that didn't give a shit about you.
Yeah, so
Fanatics
now
are
he's
crazy.
out. But this is the other thing too, where they were saying like, the same gentleman that said 62 cents was like, because you know, man, he hasn't been able to pay it because you know he hasn't been able to work because of these charges. What? How, when, why, who, what?
Right,
That makes no sense. Like, especially because he'd been booking a Germany tour that I'm telling you, he wasn't coming back from. If he got to go, he was not coming back.
Because he Deutsch?
Bro, he was not coming back if he got to go on that trip. So obviously all those shows are canceled, but
Right.
yeah, he was not coming back if he got on that
Robert
plane.
Kelowitz or some shit. He was in a different old other fucking Skakinskis.
Yeah, my name's Bobby. Bobby Caluso.
Bobby Kaluski. Like, oh shit, big Russian black motherfucker. Okay.
So
German, excuse me.
and I think this only keeps hurting him because look what happened. Look what keeps happening to him. Like he gets bailed out and I mean in both senses of the word,
Right.
bailed out by other people and just constantly bailed out and bailed out. So it's like I think he still doesn't feel any just responsibility for
Right.
any of these actions. Like nothing is hitting him because what he sat in jail for 2 days, then he sat in jail for 1 day. And it's like obviously I imagine he doesn't want to be there, but
It's just crazy when this shit happens sometimes. When you do look at certain things with certain people, it's like, man, when he was in his prime, why didn't nobody want to sabotage him then? That was like the biggest time to get him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And almost like it's like they're trying to ruin my career. And it's almost like you're not really relevant no more.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like the younger kids are not wanting R. Kelly. You know what I mean? It's like you are doing like rendition shit. Like you're doing like throwback concerts and shit. You know
yeah,
what
it's
I mean?
the
Like,
grown and sexy crowd.
right. There's still people that would support you, still like your music, but you're not pulling nobody new in.
Yeah, yeah.
So you got most motherfuckers that are now have families and shit. They can't find a babysitter. You know what I mean? To make it to a fucking R. Kelly concert.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, I can't find no babysitter for these kids. R. Kelly gonna be in town. You know, motherfuckers want to peel out early. You ain't. You know, I don't know. I'm pretty sure he still sells out shows. He's still Robert Kelly. You know?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But
Especially those overseas joints.
right, it's just not on that level of when he was his superstardom in his prime. So that's another thing too. Like, damn, if you want to take the motherfucker down, so that makes you think some of those people like,
Yeah.
y'all were getting money. That's why y'all weren't saying nothing. So I don't really have no respect for those kind of cats either, man.
That's why I say I don't believe everybody, but I do believe that, because I saw the fucking sex tape and it's R. Kelly. But now they're saying that there's 2 more.
Yeah.
But here's the crazy shit that fucks with me is like, all right, there's 1 more found from wherever. I didn't hear that one. But then the third one that came out is somebody found it in their VCR collection and didn't know that they had it.
This shit seems
Man,
weird.
we're gonna need a better explanation than that.
Somebody was holding on.
Like
to
somebody was going through their old fucking VCR. Like, man, what do I got? Oh man, okay, cool. I got the old Goonies tape. Man, I got the old Fox and the Hound tape. I got the old.
That's crazy.
Oh wait, what is this? Is that the Aura?
No, it sounds crazy. I mean, in a way, it's like. It's hard to believe them, but then it's hard to see other shit. Like, where the fuck is this shit coming from all of a sudden? It almost seems like a setup. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you could look at it that way too and be like, oh, come on, man. That shit, how long ago was that first shit with the R. Kelly tape? I mean, that was got to be 10 plus years.
Yeah, 10 plus.
10 plus years. And like now we have, and especially if they say those they're from around that same time frame. I'm like, come on now. Yeah. That shit was around the same time frame and nobody came out with those.
I definitely
Iron's
think.
hot strike.
Like. Yeah, I think people were waiting to get him. I think it's kind of like the Bill Cosby thing, where
blackmail on you. He probably was paying people to keep the shit on the low.
Probably.
I got blackmail. All right, man. All right, listen. I keep paying you. That's probably why he's fucking broke.
Yeah, true.
Hello. Figured it out.
That is true, man. That's probably why he's fucking hit.
He stopped playing. He stopped paying niggas off. He said, "I'm tired of having a big heart. I'm tired of having a big heart." He said,
"Yeah."
When he did that moment in the interview, he's like, "I need help." She's like, "What do you need help with?" I swear, she thought she had someone. That nigga. All right, what do you need help with? Now's your time, nigga. Let it out. What do you need help with?
Exactly. Go for it. Go for it.
He says, "I need help. Did not have such a big heart." Niggas, I sunk back in my chair like, boo.
Stop it.
I think got the boo for me immediately.
Yeah, because then he didn't explain, but he definitely went with like, they stealing money from me.
Right.
Who's they? Who's
right.
they?
Well, they be arrested. People that will sell their kid. Are you fucking admitting to buying them?
Yeah.
Or like, what are you saying right now?
I know, because that's one of the things that I heard too, where I guess he was saying something about like the parents, they give me their daughters. And,
right.
Oh my
who
God.
gives their people on stage? I wouldn't put my daughter up there. Like, who takes them? R. Kelly, say no. You're a grown fucking man, and say no. You're not coming to hang around me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If it's to that problem, like, who gives their young daughter away? Yeah. Who fucking fucks with these young girls at an older age?
Exactly.
Motherfuckers that are in that boat you are. You don't. There's nothing really there to stimulate you in the same mind sense, man. It's almost like you know what that's there for. If I'm Hugh Hefner and I got these Playboy bunnies, you think he's like, oh, I want you to like have a good intellectual, a conversation.
Hey, baby,
with me.
what do you think happens after you die?
Right. Like, hey, let's talk about. Remember that car that came out in '57? Like, that bitch don't know that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not relatable shit there. You know,
all she knows is
right. You know what that's geared about. You know that's more of a sexual driven shit.
Yeah.
He wants to feel young, so he wants to be around a young woman and do fucking young things. Come on, man. You're not really getting stimulated like that mentally, man.
No.
You know, so it's like, yeah, you can say all that shit you want, but the proof is there, man.
And listen, man, like I said, I think to go back to the little T.I. thing, yeah, man, other people are probably guilty of all a whole bunch of shit as well. And it's just, yeah, keep going towards that. Like, I think Nick Cannon brought up the whole, like, where's the surviving Harvey Weinstein? Right. But what you need to remember is that just happened. So I'm sure that there's people behind the scenes creating that whole thing.
Listen, it's getting the buildup is there. Those guys, they all came out. They came out. But you know what? Those guys' fucking careers are ruined. Yeah. You better believe it. They can't. You know what I mean? Yeah. Some of us saving face and salvage. But I mean, look at fucking Spacey.
Oh yeah.
He's done. He's fucking done.
Yeah.
Because the details and all that shit ain't come out yet, but that's all building, man. You gotta know there's people that are digging for shit like that. You think he's off the hook? Nah, man. There's people that are really digging, and it's gonna be a whole big shit.
Oh
for
yeah,
that, man.
he's fucked. But the other thing too, to where like you'll see Nick Cannon and T.I. and people complaining about, what about these other guys? But that's the other thing too. Who do they give a fuck about? They like Nick Cannon and everything aren't looking and paying attention to Kevin Spacey and those other people. It's R. Kelly. I know R. Kelly. I fuck with R. Kelly, so I'm paying attention to R. Kelly. That's the news that makes sense to them.
Right.
So,
because you might be like, oh, that shit happened to Kevin Spacey. Yeah, whatever. But you're not on the corner of you're not on the edge of your seat. Like, I wonder what's gonna happen to Kevin Spacey and what's gonna happen. No, you're not, because R. Kelly's in the same genre as you, music wise. You know what I'm saying?
Things are happening. It's just it's just the black community's into R. Kelly. The fucking
Right.
I'm sure all the white people that watch fucking House of Cards on Netflix are just like, fuck, this R. Kelly or this Kevin Spacey shit is crazy, you know?
Right. Big Spacey fans. Like there's big fans of Kevin Spacey that are fucking arms up in the air, don't want to believe it, and there's some that are going to bat for him and don't believe it. You know, so I'm that way with Michael Jackson. Like I kind of don't believe those guys, man. But you know, the shit is weird. You know.
Yeah. There's definitely, and to almost go to R. Kelly's point of. Why the fuck are you guys letting your kids sleep over Michael Jackson's house?
Right.
That's
like what's going on? I mean, it almost seems like you're putting that, you're making that, you manifested that whole thing. You know what I mean? Like you knew that was going to happen. You knew that even if nothing happened, you could say they did.
Yeah.
There's a perfect opportunity to get money, and those kids are trying to. Now they're all grown. They're trying to get money, man. Come on, they got a publishing deal and shit. Like it's come on, man.
You know how I know that they were getting money? Because when they came out with that fucking documentary, you know what they kept doing? We're not getting paid for this, and we're not getting paid.
Right. And then the shit came
Shut
out that
up.
they were.
Yeah.
Then it came out that you did, motherfuckers.
Because you're gonna scream about the thing that you feel the most guilty about. Yo, see, and like, just you guys believe us, we're not even getting paid for this. When those exact guys gave the exact opposite story when they were in court. They were those two guys were defending Michael Jackson in court before. That's why there's a big fucking hubbub around it of like, wait, this wasn't your guys' story before. Like everybody wants to jump on.
They were too young at that time. Is what they're saying? We were too young. He was like, I was. But the shit he was saying, from what I heard, I didn't watch it. People were telling me he was getting very descriptive in the interview. He's like, he was said, and he was like walking around and said, we would have sex over here. And I was only 7 years old, and he put his penis in my mouth, and he was like, say shit like that. It's like, it didn't feel very victim-like, man. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't swell up. They didn't get tears. You know what I mean? It's kind of like. I don't know, man. You could almost tell when the motherfuckers, like, you could feel it on them. You know what I mean? Like, when something happens to somebody, man, you could almost see it in their eyes a little bit, you know? And it's like, they look kind of empty a little bit. Like,
Dude, I couldn't keep a fucking secret from my parents when I was 7.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit would come out. Like, there's no fucking...
That's a tough one to do. I mean, now you have this big memory from your 7, and now it's very descriptive. Back then, you don't remember shit. And you lied. You lied
and
for
now,
what?
that's the other thing, too. Maybe their fucking parents didn't give a fuck about them, and they were trying to make money somehow through Michael Jackson. But, like, all right, you drop your kid off at Michael Jackson's house for the weekend. You drop him off on Friday, you pick him up on Monday, and you go, so what'd you guys do? There's going to be at some point where, like, Michael Jackson, he's not going to just say, I mean, I'm sure that he says to the kids, like, okay, and you can't tell anyone that we do this, but...
Right.
If that's all that they're doing, what are you doing? We play and where did you sleep?
Right. It's just almost crazy because the minds of some of those people that do that shit is almost a comfort level that they have in knowing that they think they're gonna get away with it. You know what I mean? And it's almost like, why would he think that kid is that comfortable with him? I mean, unless his kids were close to him like that. But I think this was just like random encounters and like these kids were just there. I don't know how he met them or knew them. I'd have to watch that from the beginning, man, to see their actual introduction story. You know, how long he knew him, how well. You know what I mean? Because like the only way my kid is going to somebody is if it's I'm that comfortable. It's family. You know what I mean? If it's family or family like. But if there's not that connection, then what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? You know, obviously Mike is weird. He did weird shit. He had a fucking amusement park in his background. Fucking backyard, for crying out loud. If that's not fucking weird, what nobody would come to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For himself.
Right. Yeah, he put it for himself. Like, that's some king weird, like, mental health, man, back again.
Yeah.
And my boy was fucked. Joe Jackson fucked that boy up.
Yeah.
And he made him perfect. But fucked him up in the process.
He beat some, the right amount of talent, but the wrong amount. His mental state was obviously like to hate yourself that much to do that shit to your own face, like because vitiligo is real. I personally don't believe that Michael Jackson had it because cases of vitiligo, like most people are spotty. There's there's a real famous model that Wiz Khalifa's going out with that she has a lot of their bigger patches on her. I know rapper Chris Calico, he has it, but it's mostly around his eyes and stuff like that.
And as you get older, it does expand or whatever. It does start to get more.
It exists, but no one ever saw Michael Jackson anything but, hey, 1988, you're black. 1989, you're white. And it was like, yeah, that's
Well, he was trying to say that's why it was on his, I think his arms or something. It was supposed to be on the parts of his body you didn't see is where it started at, and that's why he did it, supposedly. My thing was that I would have kept that shit hidden until it started getting evasive enough to the point where, okay, they're going to start seeing it like on my neck. All right, now I'll do it now.
Yeah.
If that's what you're going to do, but, that's that whole being caught up in image, man, and he was fucking with his face. Mike, you might have had some blotches, man. There's nothing to lie on those blotches, man.
Young Blotchy.
They cut that out, nigga. But yeah, so R. Kelly's gonna be facing his due in court, and
Yeah, man.
we'll see what happens.
And you know what's going to be crazy? In like 6 months or something, when he's in jail for a minute, you're going to forget about him because honestly, the only time that I think about Bill Cosby being in jail is when we talk about stuff like this, and then I'm like, holy shit,
Bill's in there
Cosby's
too.
still in jail.
He's in jail.
So, and
that's
now,
fucking still hard to swallow.
yeah. And I think he's going to be in there. Well, what'd he get? 3 years? So
Right.
who knows? He might survive that. But same shit. When the last news story that we heard for Tekashi 6ix9ine was like, yeah, he's going into witness protection. And then just, as far as we know, that motherfucker might be in Idaho right now, living as Danny Gonzalez.
He got family in Mexico. He could go right back there. Yeah, I mean, but it's like, the guy's got tats on his face and shit.
Yeah. But nah, man, they're good at removing all that shit now.
Yeah, that's true.
Listen, you got to follow some more thoughts on Instagram because I'm telling you, bro, you'll see them getting them removed, and it's crazy. Like, dude,
I know cover-ups, but the remove, he got to get a lot. He get shit on his face, man.
Yeah. But it's hey, instead of going back to New York and getting your fucking, body riddled with holes.
Right. Now, what if those tattoos are like fucking just fake?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Stenciled fucking tats that he had to put on every day.
Right.
A fresh one every day. You know what I mean? What the fuck is going on?
You never know.
That's funny. Bill Cosby, man. God bless your soul, Bill. Because
can you imagine the amount of pudding jokes that he had to fucking go through?
God. Hey, Bill, we got chicken today and pudding.
Yeah.
Nigga peer into the cell. No, it's not. You want me to put it in the freezer for you? You can make a pudding pop out of it? No. Shout out to pudding pops, though. Those are fucking delicious, and I haven't had one in a while.
Yeah, I haven't had one in a long time.
Woo! Jello pudding pop. Got to be the Jello pudding pops, man. Those are the official. They got the fudgesicles. Those are good, too. You get off the ice cream truck and shit, man.
Yep.
Good old Jello pudding pop. That nigga Bill knew.
It was a good consistency.
Yeah, consistency.
So, to move on to a lighter subject, I heard that you went to the St. Patrick's Day parade, man. Was it wild? Was it
Clovers? Not at all. Wait. No, this was in New Haven, Connecticut. They have the big annual St. Patrick's Day parade. Rain or shine, they throw down.
Nice.
Rain, shine, snow, and it rained.
Rain.
And me and my little crew, we still went, man. That's what we do. My lady is a big advocate of this parade. She likes to do it. That's her thing. I partake, and I am a black Irishman for the day. I get green down. We go out. We sip. We got, our little Jello shots. We pregame because the parade's at 1 o'clock. So you can get a little pregame going, Make sure you eat a little something for breakfast. Pop them shots down. And the parade usually is a long parade. Good 2.5 hours sometimes.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was short. A lot of people didn't show up. A lot of bands is like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, nah, it's raining out here. We ain't coming out.
I ain't gonna play no wet trombone.
Yeah, true Irishmen were out there. A lot of radio stations, local radio stations.
Was it hard rain, soft rain? Was it a mist?
It turned into the sprinkles by the time it started. Came down, it started hard, pre-gaming it.
Hard and yard.
Then it kind of got misty, sprinkly. And, Channel 8 was loving it. My daughter made the news,
Nice.
local news. She got up there with a couple other kids talking about the rain and giggling. We out here. They didn't say, well, our parents are drunk and we're out having a good time.
Yeah. They're still taking good care of us, though.
Yeah, but it was.
My dad let me have a ship.
It was the same flow, They had some. I don't know if any interesting. They had one thing called the Isle of Terror, like ISL. The Isle of Terror, and I guess it's what I heard. It's a haunted building you go into or whatever, and all these people are dressed up like maniacs, and they basically chase you around the building, like full steam chase you.
Oh, wow.
Like an open space chase you type shit.
Damn.
In this building. I thought was a different approach. Of course they're not allowed to touch you type thing, but
Yeah.
when you're scared and the chase is on,
it's
on,
when they know the terrain and you don't.
right, and there's fucking shit sparking, they're sparking knives and
Nice,
shit and looking
nice.
crazy. So, they were in the parade. Shout out to my mother's people, the witches. The witches had the little Wiccan, I was screaming blessed be. They looked at me like, yeah, I know. My mama's a witch. I know what y'all do.
You know the squad?
But yeah, we had a good time. Then we just got obliterated afterwards, sip. No shit like last year. Last year I had the story with the whole had to kick a motherfucker out, and lady was passed out, and it was crazy. Now this one was gradually getting there, and we had a good time. Sipped
Nice.
throughout.
What were you drinking on? What was the drink of choice?
We did. They did have this whipped. Pinnacle whipped vodka. It's like a French vanilla kind of taste.
Okay.
But we mixed that with the cranberry. The cranberry vanilla was working. And then we'd take a shot to some apple Crown Royal apple.
Okay.
Yeah, that one's a good one. So that was like that mix, and then some Jello shots in between, and a slew of fucking different foods and pick shit wings and shit.
Nice.
So yeah, it wasn't a big amount of people because a lot of people booked off for the rain. They didn't want to show up, but
yeah,
they had a good time regardless.
The true soldiers that go through, man.
Yeah,
respect it. You gotta respect it.
It was cool, man. I mean, hey, listen, I don't know how the parade started, but I'm there.
Yeah.
And I'm bad. They don't give a fuck. There's no color that day.
Nice.
Mostly, there wasn't a lot of black folk out there.
But you was repping.
I was repping. There was a family across the way. Well, my whole squad is, biracial conglomerate. But, the all little black families in there. Because somebody said, that was with the crew, said, man, black people don't show up to these things. At first, as soon as I get there, there was nobody across the street but one family.
Yep.
And it was black. I said, look at this. Take those words back. We out here.
Got them.
It's to break down these walls, man. You want to go out there and have fun? Like, fuck it. We getting out the house, rain or not.
Yeah.
Go see a damn parade, So, yeah, it was a good time, man. Shout out to the Irish folk that lose their mind and then allow them to drink. You lose your mind through the downtown area where they open the bars really early. And
that's where we're like, they don't care about, or they kind of look the other way and open carry.
They try to tell you can't have open cans and shit like that. Well, they used to allow that shit, but now guys just, all right, I'll put in a little sleeve or something, put in water bottles,
That's one of the things that's always been the funniest to me, where it's like, okay, no, you cannot drink this can of beer or bottle of beer out in the street, but go ahead and put it in a brown paper bag that we all know what it is,
right.
and in my opinion, draws more fucking attention to it because it's in a brown paper. Like, yeah, I can drink this in front of you, but you can't see what it is.
Right.
Like,
if you want to fuck with a patrolman out there, he's doing the beat walker, get you a damn nice Pepsi. Put it in a brown bag.
Yeah. Get you a Monster Energy drink and put that shit in a brown bag.
And stagger and walk around a little bit. Pretend you're staggering. Watch you fuck with you, man. You gonna be out here drinking in public? Take a sip, officer. This Mountain Dew fucking high voltage volt, nigga. Whatever the fuck that Mountain Dew kickstart.
It's Mountain Dew Red.
Code Red. Yeah, Code Red. Kickstart, nigga. Get there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so, I mean, it was all green down day. I fell in the mud a little bit. I got up, dusted off.
Feeling it.
I mean, yeah. So, it's a weekend. 'Twas a weekend.
'Twas.
Seen a bowling alley on Saturday that changed in Milford. They had this whole, where they have big screens at the end now where they put things on, movies and shit, and cartoons. I thought that was different.
Listen, if bowling is enough for you to pay attention, we're gonna put up some cartoons and
that's
shit.
what I thought. It's I guess that was more for the kids, but then it wasn't just that. They had sports and shit, So it's kind of like, okay. And then it was like an arcade little section jammed in the middle.
Man, I enjoy those, man, but they keep getting smaller and smaller. The arcade sections, like I said, I remember last time I went to the mall, there was like a closet with like 2 claw machines, and I'm like, man. Oof. That's one thing I kind of do want when I buy my house is a claw machine, because listen, I'm nice at the claw.
Right. Listen, we might have to go live one day if they don't kick us out and go to Dave and Buster's and just sit at the table and order some wings and give y'all a good podcast on the scene.
Right.
You know what I mean? Give you some footage.
Dude, that is one thing that we should start doing on here is the reviews, because my buddy at work was telling me about Dave and Buster's in Milford. They had a stupid sale. It was like all you can play and all you can eat wings for like $20, and it was like a 4-hour block. It was crazy. But then
business bad.
Then I went to Facebook, and you see the reviews, and the reviews are either this was a great experience, me and my family had a ball, blah 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 blah, or flip side of like, oh my God, I will never come here again. I waited an hour for nachos that were disgusting and cold. Half of the games don't work. All the shit is sticky. Everything in the restaurant is disgusting. And I will never be like on some like they charge me for another table's food, blah, 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 all that. And but there's no in between. It's literally either this was the best restaurant I've ever been to, or like this restaurant should be shut down. It's disgusting.
There's no mess. There's no, it was all right. None of that. It was just like good or bad.
It was crazy.
And it's like they stick, because they have a bar and grill there too. They got food and you can get drinks. So I don't know what their menu's looking like though. But maybe the cooks are fucking up in the back.
Well, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, because at any job that you've ever worked at, there's employees that do their job, and then there's fucking people that don't. So I was thinking like, hey, they might have caught a good shift, and then the other people get the thing where like, ugh, yeah,
Right.
I'm just not here to do anything today.
Just some shitty cooks
cook the
out
fries in the same oil that you cook the fish in. You know, those type of employees.
there. I might know a chef or two over there. I heard things about that place.
Yeah.
The roaches and shit rats.
Yeah,
I don't know.
man.
I don't know about that particular one, but maybe I'm not talking about real roaches and rats. What am I talking about?
I wouldn't be surprised though, man, because that place, none of those type of spots seem really too
Right. When you're talking about it,
clean.
it's like attached. The one in Milford is here. I guess attached to the mall.
Yep.
You know, so it's kind of like, you know, there's definitely rats roaming around through there. You know what I mean? And
Oh, yeah.
And there's trash down there. They're piling in, and just another spot to go to. Give me another kitchen. I'm in there.
Yep.
Give me more shit to chew, nigga.
Yeah, they'll find a way. Because even like I remember in when I lived on Howard Ave, I lived on the third floor in the apartment, and when I moved in, there were fucking mice in there, and I'm just like, these motherfuckers traveled, because you remember those stairs. They were no
Right,
joke.
right.
Like you go up, up, up. Fuck. By the
They
time
don't
you
give
get
a
to the
fuck.
top,
You think about it. What else they got to do?
Yeah.
Every day we try to live. You think about that shit,
Yep.
man? We are some spoiled species ass niggas, man. Every day a mouse got to find out how the fuck he gonna live.
I'll never forget that noise, because I had the type of stove, the gas stove, and you know, with the gas stove, you can lift up the stove.
Right, right.
And so you would just hear the little, just like in the stove. Someone was in this fucking stove.
moving
and-
around, moving and grooving. So
Yeah.
the mouse traps come out like pop.
Yep.
You hope you get a headshot because you don't want the nigga squealing.
Listen, man, I'm telling you, there's nothing that works like the old school joints. That literally, I buy them from the fucking dollar store, two for $1. Those motherfuckers work. Like,
What a
yo,
trap. I mean,
and because
I know
I'd
that
rather kill
it's
them.
very inhumane. I get it.
But to me, it's more humane than the fucking glue traps. Because I started
Right.
with the glue traps, dude. I felt bad as shit seeing, all right, you just ran into the glue trap. You're still alive. I can't pull you out, because if I pull you out, literally, I'm going to pull your fucking limbs
Right.
off.
I was
So-
telling my mother that. She's like, yeah, kill. I said, she's like, oh, get to something else. I'm like, I said, so poisoning him would be better. You think he'd feel
Yeah.
better with that one? It's like,
You know what I want?
He walks around fucking violently dying and croaking and just
Yeah.
kills somewhere.
How about this? You took a nice big bite of peanut butter, and then the lights
out.
just went out.
Right.
Exactly. Then just lights out. So to me, that'd be the best way to die for
It's an
a
instant.
mouse.
It's an instant death,
Yeah.
man. It's not a struggle. It's a snap pop. He's done quick. You know what I mean? I said, if I'm gonna do that, you know, it's like all the shit they do when they put the pills and shit and they bring it. You know,
Yeah.
they're fucking. That's more violent.
But I'll tell you, I was grimy because, yeah, man, living on that third floor, I would definitely just toss those bitches right out the back window.
That's
I
tough.
would
It's
just-
tough, man. But it's like we eat animals.
Yeah.
How bad can you really feel for the life of an animal when you're eating a nice juicy steak? You know, unless you're a vegan, don't give me no shit.
Dude, and I remember one time they fucked up my pizza, man. I put the fucking, I wasn't thinking, and you know, I had part of a pizza. I put the rest of the pizza on the thing. Next thing I hear is just fucking boom, boom, moving. I get there, like literally, like the pizza box is halfway open. Open it up, boom. I'm like, fuck! Just lost half of my fucking pizza, because obviously they're running on it, shit like that. I'm not about to eat it after a fucking
Right.
mouse has been doing track and field on my pizza.
How the fuck did he get in there?
That's the question for all time. You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck? From getting it and then getting it to your house in your possession. It could have been in your fucking car.
No. I mean, like, because I put it on my stove, like, after I ate a couple pieces.
Oh, okay.
And then he fucking, you know.
Oh, okay.
When
He's
they
like,
do
them
their
motherfuckers
thing.
was quick. He knew. He's like,
Yep.
oh, it's on, guys.
Yeah.
It's on. He picked a little bit of cheese. All he needs is a little corner cheese, and he just fed himself for fucking 4 days and shit.
Yeah, dude, that apartment was fucking
Yeah,
rough.
mice are no joke, man. Hey, they got lives too, but you know, keep that shit out of my area.
Mouse lives matter.
Right. Listen, if I go up in a mouse house,
I expect him to kick me out too.
I'm pretty sure he'd want me. Probably if he had the strength to, he'd kill me. So sorry, niggas.
True.
Pecking order. I don't know.
So basically, what we're trying to say is, man, stay away from R. Kelly and kill these mice.
And kill these mice, nigga. And stay within your realm of sanity.
True.
It's all beautiful, man. It's all beautiful.
Yeah, man, we appreciate you joining the Gourd Wars. We appreciate you for listening to episode 64 of the Watermelon versus Pumpkin podcast. Please hit like, please hit share, please hit subscribe. Tell somebody, and man, we see that people are doing that because there's people out there. The plays are going up. We've been getting downloads every single day since January 23rd. We've gotten downloads every single day, and yeah, man, please keep that train rolling. Please keep doing all that stuff. And once again, let us know where you're from, man. Hit us up 203-594-6977. Let us know where you're listening from. Let us know what's up. Maybe if perhaps we could do some stuff, man. Send you out some stickers to promote and let other people know what it is.
Shout it out. Anything you got, man, because at the end of the day, my niggas.
It's the beginning of the night.
And I swear this hat looks beautiful on me, and I love you niggas. Individually, it's Watermelon versus Pumpkin podcast.
6-5.
6-4. What's up?